Namaste, Jai Hind and welcome to Rising Bharat. एक और कड़ी, one more series in this conversations that we're taking into the campuses as we build up to Rising Bharat. विकसित भारत 2047 कैसे हो सकता है, कहाँ कहाँ पर हमें काम करने की ज़रूरत है, मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत है. Are they willing to work harder? Are they willing to work smarter? What are the sectors? Are they willing to work harder for someone or they want to work harder for themselves? Yes. Between employment and entrepreneurship. सब बात करेंगे and we are here at the Karnavati University in Karnavati or Ahmedabad. First up, thank you very much to all the students. Namaste to everybody. Thank you to the faculty and also to the Karnavati University itself, administration itself for facilitating this. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. मेरा पहला सवाल और उसके बाद आप लोगों को जवाब देना है and then we'll take the conversations forward. How do you define Bharat? And how would you like to define Bharat?
My name is Satyam Narayan Suman and I'm from BBLLB, that is UWSL of this university. So the thing that I like about my country is the diversity in every aspect, be it cuisine, be it biodiversity, be it the geographical adventures that we seek. So if you are a foreigner and you want us to define what India is, in my sense, India is a roadmap of mini world as a whole. It constitutes of every aspect, every aspect, be it cuisine, be it cultural heritage, and so be it. And those are all in sync and secularism. Thank you very much.
Very nice. So that's how you'd like to introduce that we are diverse across the board. We are diverse but still united. How would you like to define Bharat 20 years from now?
After 20 years, what I imagine as far as the diversity would be intact. However, the sinking, there has been some kind of lacuna which has been there to address multiple lacunas. We are currently in developing phase. So I would like for 20 years to maintain that sinking and maintain the globalization front.
All right. You think we'll be developed in 20 years?
Not at all.
Or will we be still developing?
We will be still developing as far as the current
wow.
is concerned.
He thinks we'll be still developing. Why? Anybody else wants to take that forward who agrees with him? Yes, ma'am. Oh, front benchers. Very good.
My name is Ritti Ruparelia. I am a BBLLB student, third year. I agree with him that Bharat will still be in the developing stage, but that developing stage will be fearsome for others. Because by that point, we will be at a stage where we will be at a threshold that at any point, Bharat will turn into a developed country.
Okay, so two parts further. You said that the others will be fearful कि ये कभी भी develop हो सकते हैं. Why use the word fear? And anybody else who believes that we've 25 years again we'll still continue to be developing, Vikassheel, not Viksit. You disagree, ma'am? Yeah.
My name is Sakshi, BBA LLB third year student. So, sir, I think that Bharat will be very much developed by that point because of the government that we have currently and the amount of work that has been put to infrastructure, the GDP growth and everything. By the time 20 years threshold will be crossed, India will be a developed nation. And I think the reason she chose the word fear was because in India, as we talk about China or we talk about USA, so people say that they are super economy or they are superpowers in India. So many people in India fear that.
So you're saying that with might, with economic heft,
Yes, sir.
with strength, there is a natural fear that comes. Ma'am, you want to counter? You want to say something? Yeah, please.
So firstly, why I said, although we are the third largest economy, the number that is there, if we compare the per capita income, it is very less. We have people like Ambanis and Adanis in our country. They account for more, so people in that strata account for most of our GDP.
You're saying wealth is concentrated in fewer
Yes.
hands, so the per capita income also has to rise.
Yes.
So nation cannot just have rise in GDP, it also
Yes.
has to have social
Other
economic
factors,
index
yes.
also has to go up. Right.
At the same
Agree.
time,
But you feel कि 25 साल बाद भी will not be able to bring that up.
no sir, we will be able to.
My biggest challenge is I need to increase income, right? Now, how do I increase income?
Good morning,
How do I become economically strong? Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohan Patel. I am pursuing my BA Tech degree in CIC. In my opinion, countries won't fear us developing because everyone is looking for foreign investment in India. Because labor is very cheap in India, we have good infrastructure, good technologies coming up. So they will be investing much more in India.
20 years is not enough for us to go and say कि मुझे तेरे से पैसा नहीं चाहिए, मैं पैसा देता हूँ, चल फैक्ट्री लगा, या I'll come to your place, कम काम कर, और तेरे पास लेबर नहीं है, मैं इधर से लेके आता हूँ, I'll get my workforce, I'll get my people, but I'll invest in your country and I'll. So when can you invest with somebody else? When you got money in your pocket, right? So when you start investing with somebody else, think of this entire mindset, na? You are going to somebody ki paisa de do, or somebody is coming to you say paisa de do. Who's in a better position of heft, power,
Those countries
psychology?
are into better place. But if we look at the China's progress or any developed country's process, it was a long process where countries started to invest in
decades.
them. 3 decades, yes.
So we've got 2.5 right now.
Yeah, but
पिछले 10 साल से कुछ तो कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग. We are better off. You agree in your head? We are growing, right? So similar time as China. Let's get into this. How are we similar or different to China?
Myself Yashika and I am from BTech. Okay, I would agree that we would be developed by then, because as we all know, काफ़ी companies है जो इंडिया में है ही नहीं, बहुत world wide companies है जो इंडिया में नहीं है, जो अब बन रही है, and there is a pool of $15 trillion coming from AI, right? So there are multiple options, opinions will arise, and multiple job factors, everything will open up, and by then about the cheap labor and everything that will be there. And if you said कि बाहर जाके हम बोल सकते हैं उन्हें कि हम लेबर लेके आएंगे, वो भी हो सकता है.
But how are we different or similar to China? How and why are we different, and how can we then bridge the gap? Yes, ma'am. Quickly from you, and then I'll go to the others.
All right, sure. See, from China's side, I would say that China is a lot more, like technology-wise, China experiments a lot more than us. Okay, so वहाँ पे जो companies हैं ना, they try to prefer कि they don't get outside की companies, like international companies, they don't try to do that. In India, we try to pull it up, like from Russia we're taking something, from US we're taking something, Apple is coming to India, Google is coming to India, like that we are different from China. In many
That way
ways.
you're different.
Yeah.
Don't you think the biggest difference is we are a democracy and they are not?
Of course, that is.
Correct. There it's the state and it's always the state.
Of course.
State drives everything. Here it's not state, it's people who drive it. Government makes policies, but it's the people who have, it's more participative, it's more inclusive. And that's why, that's our strength, but that's also a challenge.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanishka Surti. I'm from United Institute of Technology, and my point was that India has faced extremes in its markets. So initially we were a closed economy, and after 1992 we became an open economy by globalization, privatization and liberalization. So India has always faced extremes, and now I think we're reaching a point where it's going to be a medium. So it's balanced, more balanced. India investing in foreign countries and importing and selling it at a higher price. So it's also good for us. And I think that everyone here agrees that when we create more jobs, India's per capita, like our friend said right now, that we need to increase the per capita. So that balance in market needs to happen in order for us to be better than China.
मेरा नाम वेद व्यास है, यूनाइटेड
क्या आवाज़ है?
स्कूल ऑफ लिबरल आर्ट्स मास कम्युनिकेशन BA साइकोलॉजी. भारत 2047 में फुल्ली डेवलप्ड हो जाएगा, और डेवलप्ड होने के लिए 2 चीज़ चाहिए. सबसे पहले आत्मनिर्भर भारत, कि हमारा हम जो यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो भारत में बने और भारत में यूज़ हो. अगर हम ये इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे तो भारत 2047 तक डेफिनेटली डेवलप हो जाएगा. दूसरा है कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में भारत का जो यूथ है वो सबसे ज़्यादा है, तो भारत का यूथ को जॉब लेने की वजह से जॉब प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए, तो उससे अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बढ़ेगी.
I'm Trisha. I'm from the School of Design. I'm my 3rd year. So I would like to add on to what he said. So right now in India, the semiconductor industry is booming, and so I'm from Bangalore, and Bangalore is a startup hub. So I feel like startup is something that's coming up in India, and it's rising, and that's creating job opportunities and basically decreasing unemployment.
My name is Kashish Ahuja. I'm a 4th year law student. So taking your point of view, when you mentioned how Indians need to invest in foreign countries, this is, I think, how Indian companies will have a global presence. This is how we as Indians will create employment in other nations. If and why this intent is lacking, why Indians are not investing abroad, is because of the risk factor.
Anybody else? Two more voices from here, then I'll come to this side. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Harshita. I'm a fourth-year law student. So, drawing into what you have said, that India indeed have the resources and everything which is required for entrepreneurship. But at the end of the day, mentality is what really matters. From the starting, India has always been into service sector. Even like the obsession with sarkari naukri, if we say in our country, is huge. If I earn a lakh in private companies, still people around me, because at the end of the day, country is the byproduct of the society and the people. People around will be saying, but sarkari naukri nahi hai. So the obsession is more into the service sector. Indeed, we have the resources and everything, but at the end of the day, mentality needs to be changed for the people around us.
My name is Siddhi Parihar and I'm a design student. So I think what is lacking in India is the opportunity the students are getting our generation. So we are all going abroad to study because we don't have enough seats in India. Like we all try for NID, UCED and IITs, but we don't get the seats, right?
So you need more NIITs.
No, we
need to have more
we need
branches.
more opportunity. Then after we complete our college, we don't have enough jobs. So what we have to do is we have to go abroad because they actually give us more opportunities and like all the best engineers.
What stops you from thinking, why don't I start on my own?
Yeah, we can do that, but that is what I'm saying. Once we go abroad for college, we see the living standard there, then we don't want to come back.
Hi, I'm Swarali Deshmukh. I'm from the Design Institute and I'm in my second year. So, like my friend said, there is a lack of opportunity that happens in India. But as you pointed out, there is also a different stage. Like, why does it not happen that we think that we should do something? If you look at the history from the top rankers of JEE or IIT in the past 10, 20 years, most of them you will find abroad. They've gone, they've done their degrees, they've done MBAs, they've started companies there. And there is also a placement culture. If you look at IITs or even here, everyone, there's like, we got this much foreign investment or these many people got, selected by foreign companies for this paycheck and all of that. And those are the ones that we praise.
Do you think that when placement time comes, there should be people who'll come here and say, I will fund you if you have a good idea?
Yes, that.
Rather than not just saying, I'll give you a job if you pass the interview, but I'll fund you if you have a good idea. I fund you if you have a good project.
Yes.
That's another way of looking at things. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Anahat. I'm in my first year and studying design. I wanted to get back to what they were talking about there, about the lack of opportunities and about the lack of awareness. Also wanted to add that there is also a lack of exposure. When we come back to how we wanted to, start up, not just to make our own money, we wanted to start up so that India as a country can go forward and develop more. That can only be possible if you go around, if you talk to people, if you go to a person that maybe owns a jalebi ka theka or a farmer and you talk to them, you figure out what that sector needs and then you invent something that can also cater to that sector. That is the only way we can actually strive towards development. Agar paisa chhapna hai, to you can just drop ship. It's not that hard, but you need to have more exposure.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditi Shrotre. I'm from UID second year. India's biggest USP is diversity and cultural diversity. So a lot of other countries, if you do a basic research, you'll find countries, they'll give you scholarships just because you're from a different background, because they need to, advertise that as well in their countries. I'm not saying everyone should go, but if you're getting an opportunity with the same fees where you think, if I go there and come back and try something new, that's not a bad idea.
If the intent is to go there, learn and come back and contribute here, most welcome. Yes, your second point.
Entrepreneurship and service. I think both ideas, even if you want to do a service, it's more, even if you're earning money as an entrepreneur, कि मुझे खुद का पैसा कमाना है, somewhere you're supporting the country. No matter what your intent is to go into the entrepreneurship, you're earning money for the country, just start here and use India's USP. As people said, how we can earn money as entrepreneurs, India's biggest USP is that we are culturally diverse. People don't understand how many businesses are possible from just there.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Yes, ma'am. You put your hand up behind.
My name is Kiona Vivek. If we increase community service,
it will have a significant impact amongst the youth, especially after like 12th grade. If we could keep like a year or maybe half a year of proper community service, then maybe we will be able to be in touch with the real world, maybe what is actually going on in India.
True. So you believe that there needs to be this exposure to Bharat for you to be able to think about, oh my God, you know, or wow, you know,
Yes.
either ways, and say, listen, I love this country. I want to do something which is going to positively contribute.
I'm Khushi. I'm a student of United World Institute of Technology, and I wanted to add a point to the diversity thing we were talking about. I think diversity for India has always been a double-edged sword. Like, yes, we do have cultural diversity, we do have diversity in our cuisines. There's also diversity in the mindset of the communities, and that's where the problem is. Like, we think of you and me, and we need to move on from that you and me and them, and we need to come to us.
How will we become us? How will we think as we?
You need to start from the youth. Like, the adults around us, no offense, but there is a lot of you and me and the caste things, ki like, oh, what's their last name?
Society divisions, surnames, cultural divisions, agree. I am saying, how will you fix it? You know, what you're doing is identifying a problem.
Yes.
I'm asking you to solve it. How will you solve it?
Community service is going to do one thing, that it will show the youth that no work is valueless. Like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. You know, we think the cleaners around us, the people who do the small jobs, we think ki like, aisa kaam kar raha hai. But no work is valueless. That's what I think community service will teach to people. And that's what I think is important.
Hello, my name is Himanshu Bansali, and currently I'm studying BA Honours in Political Science. सर मेरे पास भी मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स है. स्टार्ट करूँ अगर कि इंडिया क्या 2047 तक विकसित भारत बन पाएगा, तो मेरे हिसाब से नहीं बन पाएगा, क्योंकि जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे हैं कि इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हो रही है, तो वहीं पे इकोनॉमिक गैप भी बढ़ रही है. जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे हैं कि हमारे यहाँ पर कैपिटा इनकम भी ग्रेजुअली पर ग्रो कर रहा है, पर वहीं पे हम देखें तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट भी बढ़ रही है. जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे हैं कि हमारे यहाँ पे ब्रेन ड्रेन हो रहा है, यहाँ से लोग उठ के बाहर जा रहे हैं. उसके लिए आपने जैसा कहा कि इंटेंट चाहिए होता है, एक मोटिवेशन चाहिए होता है इंडिया में रहने के लिए. तो मेरे हिसाब से वो मोटिवेशन अभी तक यूथ में है नहीं, और उसके बहुत सारे रीज़न्स है, जैसा कि आपने कहा लाइफस्टाइल है, और भी बहुत सारे रीज़न्स है. तो मेरा यहाँ पे ये कहना है कि अगर हम compete कर रहे हैं सुपर जाइंट्स जैसे US हो गया, चाइना हो गया, तो इधर गवर्नमेंट के साथ साथ लोगों का भी काम है. अगर हम गवर्नमेंट की बात करें तो गवर्नमेंट का भी अगर हम देखें तो रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर और कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल है, जो कि बहुत ही स्लो ग्रोथ की ओर ले जाता है. अगर गवर्नमेंट कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर पे ज़्यादा फोकस करेगा तो इंडिया का ग्रोथ उतना ही हाई होगा. और यहीं लोगों की बात करें तो लोगों का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है करप्शन. मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया में करप्शन की रेट इतनी हाई है कि हर चौराहे पे अगर आप जाओगे तो जैसा कि उन्होंने कहा डाइवर्सिटी है, वैसे करप्शन की भी डाइवर्सिटी है.
यस मैम, पीछे.
My name is Ananya Desai. I am first year BTech student. एक तो रिस्क फैक्टर होता है कि किसी को रिस्क नहीं लेना होता है. सेकेंडली पेशेंस नहीं है किसी में. नॉलेज है, रिसोर्सेज है, सब कुछ है, बट पेशेंस नहीं है किसी के पास. एंड लास्ट इज़ दैट फेलर का बहुत डर होता है. लाइक आई हैव अ ब्रदर हु इज़ 9 years इन मी, तो मैं उसके लिए क्या एग्जाम्पल सेट कर रही हूँ. आई वॉन्ट टू टीच हिम कि बेटा जो करना है देश के लिए करना है. देश है तो हम है तो देश है.
वेरी नाइस थॉट. देश है तो हम है तो देश. हमारी आइडेंटिटी, हमारी पहचान भारत से है. यस मैम, इन द रेड टी शर्ट.
I'm Jivanshi Tyagi and I'm BA LLB 4th year student. So I just have few points, sir. First point is कि जितने भी resources है ना, उनका access सबसे पहले तो हम जैसे privileged लोगों के पास है. इंडिया में बहुत सारे इतने अनप्रिविलेज लोग हैं जिनके पास आइडिया भी है, पोटेंशियल भी है, बट एट द सेम टाइम दे डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू दीज रिसोर्सेज. कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज, हमें सबसे पहली चीज़ जो करनी है ना, दैट इज़ बिल्डिंग यूनिटी विद इन इंडिया. अब हम वो कैसे कर सकते हैं? पहली चीज़ जो हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं कि 11th-12th के बाद हम एक ऑप्शन दे, एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दे यूथ को कि वो इंडिया जा सके और इंडिया का एक एक कोना घूम सके और देख सके और सीख सके, ताकि वो ग्राउंड लेवल पे कनेक्ट कर सके लोगों से.
सो कीप डूइंग दिस सो यू सी मोर ऑफ योर कंट्री. ओके, देन
थर्ड थिंग सर कि इंडिया को हमें 28 स्टेट्स में डिवाइड करके यूपी, कर्नाटका, पंजाब, हरियाणा की तरह हमें इंडिया को सिर्फ इंडिया की तरह ही देखना होगा. You know, we perceive it as a one rather than dividing it into different 28 states.
So you're saying Bharat pehle, think of India, don't think of the federal identity.
Yes.
Okay.
So इससे क्या होगा ना सर कि इंडिया में बिजनेस जब ग्रो करेंगे ना तो इंडिया के बिजनेस ग्रो तो करेंगे बट वो आगे तभी बढ़ पाएंगे जब इंडिया का यूथ उन्हें सपोर्ट करेगा क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे जितने भी फॉरेन कंपनीज हैं ना अभी भी इंडियन लोग का माइंडसेट है यू नो यूएस की कंपनी है तो बेटर है इंडियन कंपनी है तो यार क्वालिटी में इशू होगा ये तो चाइना से इंपोर्ट करते होंगे तो ये करते होंगे तो जब तक वो चीज़ ख़त्म नहीं होगी ना हम बिजनेसेस तो बना लेंगे पर वो बिजनेसेस ग्रो नहीं कर पाएंगे.
Yes, to the lady behind you. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Vaidehi Shah and I'm studying BSc in Computer Science. So I would like to add to the fact where risk-taking was involved. So it all goes back to school-based learning. I would like to highlight that factor that in India, rote learning is promoted on a higher level rather than practical thinking. And students are pushed towards the hierarchy in a classroom is basically a teacher and a student. And that you can mirror it to a boss and an employer, where the students cannot question the authority and you have to work like you're working
So
in
you're
a
saying
job.
so the mindset is master and
Yes.
subordinate. It's
Yes.
not a partnership. It's not about
Yes.
coach and learner or teacher and pupil in the true sense.
You're not allowed to give your own opinion sometimes and you're shut down if you talk in the class. So there's not a collaborative learning environment. Then I would like to highlight the fact that parents on a general basis, they're promoted to take safe career choices like engineering kar lo, medical kar lo, ya government job kar lo. So that is basically highlighted where you're not allowed to experiment with your ideas. So that is what's going on.
All right, we've really run out of time. We really run out of time. So I'm going to thank you all. Thank you very, very much. This was the Karnavati University. Amazing thought process. Thank you for being so participative. And thank you for sharing your thoughts with us here at Rising Bharat. Thank you very much.